I am with you always to the end of the age.
Je suis avec vous tous les jours jusqu'à la fin du monde, dit le Seigneur.
Εγώ είμαι μαζί σας όλες τις ημέρες, έως τη συντέλεια του αιώνα.
И аз съм с тобой за увек до края.
Ir štai, aš esu su jumis per visas dienas iki pasaulio pabaigos.
Ich bin immer bei euch, bis das Ende dieser Welt gekommen ist.
И ето, аз съм с вас през всичките дни до свършека на света.
Ora ecco, io sono con voi tutti i giorni fino alla fine del mondo.
И знайте, что я с вами во все дни и до конца этого мира.
E eu estarei sempre com vocês até o fim dos tempos.
Și iată, eu sunt cu voi în toate zilele până la sfârșitul veacului.
И аз съм с вас през всичките дни до свършетокът на света.
Moi avec vous chaque jour, ne pas jamais abandonner. C'est ça que je dis na parole.
Y aquí, yo estoy con vosotros todos los días hasta el fin del mundo. Amén.
Don't be anxious about anything.
But in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving,
let your requests be made known to God.
And the peace of God,
which surpasses all understanding,
will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus.
Is there a reason in these times? Being thankful to God? The current meme is describing it on point. It says, which chapter of Revelation is getting fulfilled today? Even non-Christians are worried and concerned about what's going on in our world right now. The weather is getting hotter and hotter. In some areas of the world, we are experiencing coldness like never before. Areas are drying out, deserts are created. In other parts of the world, rainfalls are flooding whole areas. And with 2020, we got the corona crisis. People lost their jobs. Economies are breaking down. People are fighting for their lives. People are suffering. People are dying. And in all the situations, Philippians is telling us that we don't need to be anxious about anything. Really, God? Anything? Let us switch from our point of view to the perspective of God. Yes, there are really bad things happening in this world right now. Yes, people are struggling. But what does it matter for eternity, actually? Can't we be thankful to God that He is there for us? That He is still providing good to us? That He cares about us? That He loves us? We can't imagine the peace of God. That's what the text is saying. And even though it might be hard right now in our lives, I want to encourage you to trust God, whether you're going through good times right now or bad times.
Hey, hi, Pastor Dan Stojkovic here. I'm a British Union Conference youth director and pastor. And thank you so much, Paulina, for allowing me to share these few words in these couple of moments. You asked me to speak on Matthew 28:20, which simply says, I am with you always to the end of the age. And this text is so beautiful and so hard, I need to say. The reason why it's so beautiful, because there is amazing promise that God is going to be with you and with me from the very beginning to the very end. Not just our end, but end of all of this. But I can only fathom and understand just a part of how much God gives me of my life. In other words, God was there when you took your first breath, and God is going to be there when we let that breath go, the moment we die. And the reason I say stuff is because, especially when it comes to young people, we don't even think about that because the death is so far away. I have to do so much more before I die. I need to get married. I need to finish university. I need to get a job. I need to buy a house, a fast car, whatever your imagination tells you. But my friends, one thing that is promised to us is just today. In English language, the today, the time we are in, is called the present. And if you know a little bit of English, you will know the present is also translated to be a gift. And I can see today moments are only the gift from God. And tomorrow is not guaranteed for sure. You see, my friends, I want you to know that God's promise, which He put there, He said, I will be with you from the beginning to the end, doesn't exclude bad days. He said that He will be with us when everything is amazing, but He will be with us when things are not going so well. He didn't say the Adventist people will only have a good days, but He said that even in the bad days, He will be with you. When the money is not there to pay for your bills, for your university, He is going to be with you. When the sickness comes, God promised He will be with you there. In other words, even Psalms explain, as we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, God will be there. So, my friends, this text is so beautiful and so important to us. But we as Seventh Adventists, we need to know that we have nothing to worry, because somebody says, worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrows. It empties today of its strength. So with the strength that we have from God, with the faith that we have in Him, let us take today as a gift from Him, and let us accept whatever comes, for He will be with us.